Watercooler.
Wow, wow, wow!
Watercooler.
Woo-doo-doo-doo!
Watercooler.
Wow, 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 wow! Yo, welcome to Watercooler, episode number 368, also known as 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 23. Jordan, thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with us today. You know how the show goes. I, Chris Locks, I'm on a kick it with my Corolla Digital Buds, and Matt with me today in studio. Maestro Gary Smith.
So what's up?
Yes.
And all the way to the right of me,
All the way.
Mike Dawson.
Yes. What is happening? It's nice to be back.
That's right. And just a stone's throw away, all the way in Austin, Texas, Matt Fondelier.
Hey, brother.
Hey, Matt. It's good to see you back at home.
Yeah, thank God.
So for those who are subscribed to Patreon, you already know this and did the meetup, but Matt, he was unhoused for a little bit.
She was experiencing homelessness.
Yeah,
Wow.
Matt's power went
wow.
out because of the brutal winters of Texas that nobody warned him about.
Yeah, you'd think there would have been like a news story about it a couple years ago.
You'd think, but yeah, I guess their winters are awful enough to where they don't have the infrastructure to hold electricity for all of their households and power portion of the state. So Matt had to move out, say goodbye to his house for a little bit, and move
I had
in
to
with
evacuate.
he had it's even.
That sounds better, right?
It actually sounds
Sounds like
more urgent.
Emergency.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Matt had to evacuate.
Was it
The
mandatory?
lights were out, dude. I couldn't see shit. It was an emergency.
What were your neighbors? Do you look and see what your neighbors are doing? The lights are out. Do you go outside? Is there commotion? Are people running to their cars? Are there tanks coming by and army vehicles collecting everybody?
Yeah.
General
It's like that.
panic and chaos.
Yes.
You guys remember that scene in War of the Worlds where Tom Cruise is running
Right.
around and people are just like poofing into clouds of dust all around him?
Of course.
That's kind of what it was like.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I can't run as fast as Tom Cruise
Nobody
can,
can.
so it was
Right.
much slower, and then I had lost my breath.
But he beat the aliens. So,
Well,
Well, that was
We
an
all
Edge
did.
of Tomorrow.
right.
yeah.
Live, die, repeat.
Yeah, he did a lot of
Well,
alien
Edge of
beating.
Tomorrow is a sequel to War of the Worlds, right? Like he gets mad at the aliens, so he goes into space and decides to fight them.
Right.
I think so.
Yeah, that's
sure.
the chronology of it. Now, Matt, because that is one of my biggest fears, actually, just pulling that blind down and seeing everybody outside panicking and shit happening and people poofing, all that. So Dawson gets it.
Yeah.
So,
That's one of my biggest fears. That keeps me awake.
well,
at night.
and then also
People
turning
just
on the
start
news and it's just
poofing.
a scared news anchor looking straight at the screen.
We don't really
going,
know what's going on here right
This is,
now, but the
for-
general word on the street
Yes.
is chaos.
Yeah, and then it goes back to the desk.
Mark Dyson.
Mark Dyson.
CBS 2.
And then he blows away into
Right,
the wind,
and then
maybe
poof.
poofs, and then it's
And the microphone just drops.
microphone drops. It's that white static.
Yep.
We'll be experiencing technical
Right, right.
difficulties. We'll be right back. And then it cuts to the news anchor, who's now looking surprised and
Right.
doesn't and a little frazzled and just looks
Stricken.
stricken and looks at the screen and goes, "Well, I've just been informed that this is our final broadcast for the moment. So we wish you all the best and may God help us all." And then cuts,
yeah.
right? And when the anchor says, "May God help us all,"
Yeah.
That's it.
You got to say it
You're
like a
done.
lady, though.
Yeah,
you said it
that's
was a lady
so
newscaster.
scary.
You said it was a lady newscaster, and I really didn't feel that. 'Cause
I
you
didn't
didn't
say
say it like a lady. You said it was a lady.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Oh,
we
it
can't
could be a
rewind
lady.
live,
We
but
can't.
you did, so you got to do it again.
Well,
like a
regardless, I'm not gonna. It actually, I lose. Okay, I'll try it.
lady. Okay, thank you.
This is our final broadcast, and for the foreseeable future, we wish you all the best, and may God help us all.
It's so good.
Slightly less terrifying.
It is, yeah. See, that's
Yeah,
why I,
I mean,
wanna,
respect all women.
No, they
in the
can
real
do it.
world.
I just can't recreate it. That would
Yeah,
still
exactly.
be
That was
just,
really on you.
That would still be just as terrifying. You hear the helicopters, all the lights. The
Right.
lights are shining through the windows, just flashing by.
Boom.
Yeah, it's scary, and that's what Matt experienced. Everybody for his Texas winter.
It's nuts.
It was wild.
So
Yeah,
Matt,
so I was at the meetup, but I was unable to attend the actual Patreon show.
You had a deposition or something, or what was up?
Dinner.
oh,
having
you had dinner with friends.
I had dinner with the people I was staying with. So later in today's show, I'll be breaking
Oh,
down.
God.
You'll be breaking down the
today.
pizza and beer
Yeah,
place.
you said you wanted it. I listened to the show, and you said he fucking better do a Shay on it.
I
or
did.
Probably your exact words.
I did.
So
Oh, I
first of
can't
all,
wait.
you're welcome.
Look,
and
That's pretty awesome, man.
I can't wait because also we now have a graphic for the Michelin star, so I really look forward to these Chez Fondelays because I'm on the edge of my seat. Who's going to get the first one? This is getting very exciting. So it could be this pizza and beer place.
Probably not.
I'm
But it could
looking. Yeah.
Jeez, spoiler
Matt,
alert.
your poker face is terrible. Yeah, you really couldn't hold that one in.
Hey, Chris, how do you feel about this? You're up to date on The Last of Us, right?
No.
Have you seen episode 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is that up to date? I didn't.
No, that's
Okay.
not, but that's all you need for the purposes of this story. I had a Zoom call last night with one Matt Fondelier and 2 of our best friends, and the topic of The Last of Us came up, and somebody in the Zoom, not me or Matt, shouted no spoilers, and then within 5 seconds said they didn't have gay sex in the video game, which is arguably the biggest spoiler in the fucking world.
Really? Thanks, dude.
Well, now Dawson's
It's not.
bummed. Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, Dawson's had a T-vote still. Look, I should not be speaking on spoilers for The Last of Us because I spoiled the video game for you.
Correct.
Or at least the second one. Yeah, I don't know. Look, that was a cultural phenomenon, that particular episode. So,
Yes,
I mean,
it
if you
was.
missed it, you missed it. Like, I think.
But I mean, what's your feeling on shouting no spoilers and then immediately divulging a spoiler yourself?
Yeah, that's true. I couldn't tell you. I mean, Matt is really the guy, the expert on spoilers, because he had a whole podcast about spoilers back in the day. It was Matt's
That's
first
right.
podcast.
It now defunct. There will be spoilers. R.I.P.
That's not available anymore, right?
No, I took those files offline, but I got
God,
them.
yeah.
I
Just
got them.
You keep them.
Maybe we release some.
All three of you
No.
were on it in various times in our lives, so I got those files.
Yeah, let's unearth those.
Never release the ones with me because the ones we did in the house.
Oh boy.
We did a pretty good one on Westerns.
We did do a good one on Westerns.
See,
And
Dawson, that was the
Gary,
difference was that you guys would pick a topic like Westerns. Matt and I would grab a handle of Jack and go, let's turn on the mic. And then we
Nice.
would just go for 2 hours.
you know what, Gary, you may misremember because you and I did an episode about movie presidents.
Yeah,
that
we did.
was one of the best.
We did some
One of
good
the
ones.
all-time best.
We did a deep dive on Childish Gambino in one episode
That's
too,
right.
I believe.
See?
But there
Oh,
were
well,
also a few episodes
that's
that
exciting.
had no direction and was just let's drink and do podcasting.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
Matt-
really Randy's fault, not yours.
I'm so glad that you are back home now. I see the lights
you.
are on. The power is working. I can
Yep.
hear your voice through a microphone. It's all going really great. In fact, you're wearing PJs right now, some PJ pants with the all-over print. What is it?
With the what print?
The all-over
just-
print.
Oliver.
All-over
All
print.
over it. A repeated pattern is what you're suggesting. And yes, they're beers.
You're wearing beer PJs?
Yeah, I'm wearing beer PJs.
Let's see them.
All right.
Oh, really?
The butt.
Wow.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
That's beer.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
I'm glad we did this, Chris.
That's
See,
great.
there we go. Closer.
It's like an MC. That's a really bad MC Escher.
All right. I needed to know for sure. He's wearing beer PJs. That's wonderful. All right. Well, I had an argument with Gary last week.
That's exciting. Tell me about it.
Oh, we bringing this up in public. All right,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So am I. I don't know what he's talking
Let's
about.
get some popcorn.
I just want your guys' take on this.
Okay.
So it was a staff member's birthday, and he had some ice cream cake.
Uh-huh.
And of course, I helped myself to seconds.
Sure.
Ice cream cake is phenomenal.
Yeah, it really is the best food.
Oh!
Ice cream cake really is the best
You're
food in
taking
the
having
world.
Dawson on your side as a victory?
Yeah, it's the
I'm the
best kind
smartest
of
one in
cake.
this room.
It's the best kind of cake.
Yeah.
Who doesn't prefer ice cream cake to any other cake? Matt, he's like, oh, there's miso cake in Japan. That's really delicious. But whatever. Matt, what do you think? Best cake?
Maybe like cheesecake.
That's a pie.
That's a pie, dude.
Hi, we've been over this.
That's a fucking pie.
How dare you? How dare you even entertain
Turn my
that?
back.
Yeah.
On everything I believe. I gotta say, ice cream cake is pretty good. It's a pretty good twist on the cake. I might like something like a strawberry shortcake. Is that in the running?
It is a cake. I mean,
Let's-
see, Matt. I knew Matt was going to be.
Technically,
So,
make it
I gotta think
confusing.
about. I gotta think about this. It's too
Just
much
gotta-
pressure.
Matt, this is not an order 8 courses meal. It's a
right.
it's a cake.
you want to know why ice cream cake's so good too? It's temporary. When you leave it out, if you
good.
it'll disappear. You got to act quickly.
Oh, what? Molten lava cake.
Yeah, that's good, but I think butter cake takes the cake, so to speak.
Butter cake is awesome.
What is butter
But
cake?
you need it. Don't you need it with ice cream?
Yeah, you want
Thus turning it
that's an ice
into.
cream.
no, because you have a hot cake that you're mixing with the cold ice cream.
Right.
You're right. The hot. I talk about this all the time. It's the hot and the cold that
Yeah.
makes it wonderful.
Yeah,
like,
that
about
is
sitting in
like
a
a
hot tub.
bazooki.
Still not better than
yeah,
ice cream
eating
cake,
ice cream
though.
in a hot tub. Yeah, hot and the cold.
Yeah.
You do have an argument there,
Yeah.
Why on earth would you eat ice cream in a hot tub?
dude.
Why
have you not
would
done
you?
it?
Chances that you're gonna
Oh.
spill ice cream in the hot tub are pretty fucking
Dawson.
high.
I mean, I'm sure Matt's done it because Matt spends
Dawson's-
30% of his life in a
Now,
hot
are we
tub.
talking cone or like a bowl of ice cream?
I had cone. I went cone.
See, that's even more dangerous.
Dawson's over there surviving. You're living.
dude, you got to try it. It really is.
Okay.
It's one of the greatest choices in life.
I even remember. I don't believe in pool food. There is no pool food.
That's
Well,
not pool
there's
food.
several
That's tub food.
episodes of
That
Watercooler
extends
that
to
will
hot
prove you
Yeah.
wrong.
And we've done hot tub food for Shea Fondle, haven't we?
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
I already know it's number one.
Yeah.
And that's a nice cold cone of ice cream. You really the contrast is wonderful. The ice cream tastes colder and your body feels hotter because they
Do you ever-
throw you off.
Do you ever
You're
heat up
you're
your
not
ice
calibrated.
cream cone and then put the ice cream in it?
You know, I did that the other day. Where not, I didn't put it in an ice cream cone.
Why?
But I got ice cream that was way too hard. It was way too packed in there and too frozen. Where I couldn't even stick a spoon in it.
You ever broken a spoon trying to do that?
Of course,
Same.
and ice cream scoops as well. But
Yeah.
remember, so I
Not
like
since your wedding registry.
I love a good ice cream scoop. So I try to stick it in there. I'm gonna break it. So I think, okay, I better put this ice cream in the microwave. Now, how long do I think to put this ice cream in the microwave?
Anything in double digits and you're a lunatic.
I did 30 seconds.
You're out of your mind.
I ruined the ice cream. I didn't. It was
you had ice soup at that point.
It was a brick. The thing was a brick, and I just 30 seconds because there's a 30-second button, and I was wildly
You
mistaken.
can use that button, but you
What
gotta
is
stop that baby.
What is up with some foods just going nuts in the microwave for just a few seconds, and then some foods that take forever? Like what? Like ice cream. I've definitely put things that were more or less frozen than ice cream, and it didn't heat up as quickly.
Well, there's nothing as crazy in the microwave as a mallow. You put
A
one of those
mallow,
bad boys
yeah.
in there, that thing is going to turn into the fucking Stay Puft Marshmallow Man within about 8 seconds. I don't even know
exactly.
how that's
It'll
possible.
burn. Right. Bread heats up in the microwave really quickly. Yeah, they're and like meats, like dude, some meats that have like a lot of fat
Some
and oil
meats
in
take
them.
a little longer.
No, dude,
I
they
microwave
go
my
quick.
salami. I like a microwave salami
A
sandwich.
microwave
But
salami
you don't
sandwich.
microwave the bread. You just
Yeah.
microwave the salami.
There's a lot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good stuff.
Oh, by the way, I want to give a shout out to all the Bobo boys out in Solana Beach.
Roo.
Got barked at a few times. So yeah, and Dawson was there too. So just want to say thank you for listening. It was nice meeting you in person. It was a good time.
Good times, great show. I ran into Edwin Decker, who's a old radio.
What about like pineapple upside down cake?
Yeah.
That might be my favorite.
You're right.
That is
Did you
really
just-
good.
Because it
Did
is
you just
upside
play me
down.
off with ranchero music?
Yeah, that is really good cake. Pineapple upside down cake. But why?
Because you know they put effort into it. They turn it upside down. Like that's asking way more than I would ever expect a chef to do.
Well, we know from the kids that turning up is number one on the list of things you want to do.
That's
Yeah.
complete. Yeah, be lit and turn up, and
Stay
you do
Gucci.
both. Yeah, you do both with the cook with baking.
I mean, that
You,
definitely
you
keeps
light
it
the
100.
oven. Yeah, that's right. So, and why is it upside down? Food expert Matt.
I think it's just the way that they assemble it. I
We
don't
can't
think they
eat it
actually
right
flip
way-
it
right
upside
side up?
down. Well, the pineapple is pretty glorious on the top or bottom. So I don't really get it. But I think that's
It
the
does
trick.
have a nice ring to it, though. I do enjoy it. Now wait. So Doss, you met Edwin McCain?
Yeah, Edwin McCain, dude. Fucking Edwin Starr. I met Edwin Starr, dude. Saying, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Dude.
Say it again.
I went to a Newfound Glory concert on Saturday. You know who that is, Matt? Newfound Glory?
I do, but I cannot think of their single. But I definitely know the band's name.
Oh, yeah.
You give us a little ditty.
Pop punk legends. I mean,
Give us a little sample. Give us a sampy.
you were everything I wanted.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I just you know,
Wow, it's perfect.
dude. I mean, I could sing a lot more. Their
needs
album
Spotify?
Sticks and Stones
Right.
changed my
Give me
life.
another one. And that one was so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tell all my friends I'm dead.
I'm dead.
I'm leaving you. This time it's for good.
later.
And tell all my, you know that one? No, you wouldn't. That's a B-side. I don't know why I sang
Yeah,
a
I
B-side.
definitely don't know.
Beside.
Have I waited too long?
No.
Have I found that someone? Have I waited too long? You know, they have a song called Dress to Kill, and Rachel Lee Cook
Jurassic
starred
Kill.
in that.
Dude.
Matt would like
video.
that song.
Anyway, so I went and watched NFG, Newfound Glory. Yeah, great show.
Yeah, you took
Incredible.
You took more time though doing that NFG Newfound Glory.
By explaining it. Well,
doubled it.
I call them NFG, but then I realize I'm with some people who don't understand what that
Right,
means.
we didn't just hear you say you were with Newfound Glory.
See,
hanging out
you're going to get the
backstage.
name wrong. How dare you?
Right.
Well, anyway, they played an Edwin McCain song. So.
Is there a person named Edwin McCain?
Yeah, you know, Edwin McCain. And I'll be your
okay.
crying
All right.
shoulder.
Didn't know that.
I'll be.
Yeah, he was at the show in Solana
Yeah.
Beach.
And he came out
Sunday
to
night.
Solana Beach.
Yeah, he came up and said hi.
That's crazy, dude.
Now, guy I knew in radio a long time ago, but I, only met him a few times. Dude comes up to me and, hey, Mike, Ed Decker, I've been following your path since you left San Diego, man. Proud of you. He's an older dude. Thank you. Thank you.
That was a fan suggestion, by
That was
the
well
way.
done. That was well done.
Brutal. So we do have comments.
Yeah.
The only issue is I got signed out of Facebook and I have to get my phone to this double step authorization. Just let me sign in. Just let me sign in.
What are you doing on Facebook that you need 2FA?
I don't know. I didn't choose it. It
You didn't choose the 2FA life. It chose you.
I really didn't.
he
And
only
it's really
chose NFG.
it's annoying.
That's Newfound Glory, if you don't know.
Thank you.
What I'm talking about.
We all know what NFC
It's not
is.
non-fungible glory.
Right.
I should
Dust.
make some
Yeah, buddy.
NFTs now.
NFTs.
Not
I mean, it just
fungible
writes
glory.
itself.
It
Come
really-
on.
How was your cruise thing? I didn't really get to hear about it.
Nobody did.
Oh wow! Well, I'm glad I
I heard
asked.
somebody from Slayer fell off a ship. But yeah, let's
Yeah, he's the bass player for somebody.
fell off the boat.
No, on the first night, it was funny, man. I had to introduce a bunch of bands. I introduced the Scotalites. There's an 87-year-old bongo player in that band. They're like the first ska band. They've been together for like 60 years. Next year will be their 60th anniversary.
Enough already, right?
Yeah, dude. Fucking, no. Yeah. Why do you got like 3 dudes in wheelchairs
Yeah,
and
enough.
one guy with a walker on a fucking boat?
There were musicians that came after you. You can stop.
Yeah. No, they need the money, I guess.
guess.
Bongo, by the way, that's an instrument of longevity. You can play that shit sitting down in a wheelchair. You know, you can't
but
do
not
that with a-
arthritic. If you're arthritic,
Oh.
yeah, that could do
There's
some
the
real
rub.
damage. So I had to introduce a bunch of bands, but at the end of the night, I had to introduce the Carpenters tribute band. They're called Top of the World, and they're fucking awesome. Like, sound exactly like Karen Carpenter. It's ridiculous. But they had to reschedule their show, and I love ironic things like this.
Rain on your wedding day.
The Carpenters had to cancel and reschedule their show because the singer couldn't stop throwing up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just getting seasick?
Yeah, seasick.
How was the food on the boat?
It was aight. We had we could eat in the regular buffet thing, but we also had artist dining.
Ooh.
So it was like a probably the same food offerings as the regular dining room, but it was quiet.
They give you get any access like the restaurants you have to pay extra for?
No, dude. No. Hit the buffet every morning, load up on sausage and bacon,
Yeah.
drink a fuckload of water, and then go start your day. And then get a Mai Tai after a shower.
Oh, that's great cruise drink.
Yeah, and they're not...
Or just vacation drink.
So I maintain probably a 0.11
remember-
blood alcohol level.
I remember on one of the Corolla cruises, you discovered me getting a Bailey's and coffee at like 7:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
And the look on your face of like, holy shit, we can just do that? Like,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah, I did that one morning on the on this cruise too.
Dawson's the guy who got me into putting booze in my coffee.
Yeah.
Because we used to have a sponsor here named Jeremiah Weed. And
Great
Dawson,
shirts.
Yeah, really great shirt company.
Excellent shirts. Almost lost
Pretty
Chris's
good whiskey.
wife.
Great shirts. Pretty good whiskey.
And then Dawson pours some into his coffee.
The Jeremiah Weed guy?
Yeah, that was me because I wore the shirt too much. And I tried it, and I now love. At the NFG concert, I had some coffee with Jameson in it, and it was wonderful.
LFG, am I right?
Yeah.
Chris, have you ever heard of a band called the Young Dubliners?
No.
No? Okay.
From
Give us a
Ohio?
Sampy.
Yeah, they're from... they live in California, but they're all Irish.
I would hope so.
I found out that Jameson is actually Irish Tylenol.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. That's, yeah, the way, like, in my big fat Greek wedding, they would use Windex for everything, and then, like,
By the way, I can confirm that's a real thing.
yeah.
It's like, and it's not just the Greek community. It's like a lot of immigrant, like,
Sure.
communities. They just
Windex-
Windex is universal for fucking anything. And by the way, it's Windex and it's brand name Windex. You bring home something blue from the fucking store label, and you will get told what.
Don't
you,
bring that
what you did
Kroger.
wrong.
Don't bring that Kroger
Yeah.
shit in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then for Filipinos, it's Vicks.
Okay.
We love using Vicks for everything.
Huh.
And then I'm guessing for Irish people, it's Jameson, because when I was touring with my friends who are from Nashville and Alabama and like the South, it's just whiskey. Oh, you just drink some whiskey, you'll be fine. Yeah, so that it's just
I like it.
everybody has their universal cure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
For us, it was chicken soup.
yeah, oh yeah, chicken soup. Yeah, that was one too.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever read that book, Chicken Soup for the Soul?
I read the
Not
kids
about
version.
healthcare.
Yeah, I read the teen version.
Yeah, the teen
even
version.
older than okay.
Yeah, I guess it was teen
Dude,
at that point.
that book really. Oh man, that book. I probably cried when I
That
read
book
it.
fuck you up,
It
man.
really, dude, it effed me up. It was
Yeah.
like episode 3 of the last.
Was it
one.
like the first time you saw Inception?
I know spoilers, but it was, dude.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
feel like those books also got me through some tough times, and by that I mean they were in a lot of bathrooms. That's mostly
They
where you
were
would find the
because they were
chicken soup
short
book.
stories, so you just
Yeah.
power through a story or two, and then boom,
Yeah, while you're
done.
powering through it,
And while you're
Exactly.
powering through it, and you're lighter and enlightened.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that
lighter.
really should have been the tagline of the book.
That's right.
Well, I
lighter
don't think they
and
planned
enlightened.
for it to be a toilet book. Do you?
I mean, I don't know. Chicken soup.
If you're
It's already
writing a
planting
book-
the seed.
If you're writing a book, I think you gotta.
Is that what chicken soup makes you think of, Matt? Sitting on the toilet.
It's already there. Yeah. Why?
It's
why
good for the
not?
soul. It's good for the soul. What
Good
can
for
I
the
say?
soul and good for the bowl.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, it's all there. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
They were good books. At least the teen one was.
Teen one was pretty good.
Yeah.
It got fucked out pretty quick because at first it was chicken soup for the soul, and then it was there's chicken soup for the soul.
Yeah, I
and
wasn't
there's
ready
chicken
for that
soup
one.
for the teen soul.
Yes.
And then about 5 minutes later, there was chicken soup for any fucking
Hole.
specificity. Yes, any hole.
Now I know we are the open concept of podcasting, but I think we're also the chicken
Right.
soup for the soul of podcasting. I think we enlighten people. We make their days better.
See-
People listen to us on the toilet.
On the toilet.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, I was gonna
Lots
say
of
maybe I
people do.
would have connected with it more if it was miso soup. So
Mm.
if you
Miso
want,
s-
we can be the miso soup for the soul.
I would-
if you would actually embrace
Thank
it.
you.
I don't know, man.
Pass.
don't
Matt. Miso soup. Miso soup is so not an incredible soup that
Matt's
they give it to you
Jewish,
for
did you
free.
know?
You never even pay for miso soup anywhere.
He is
totally
borderline.
dissing chicken soup right now, though.
Oh yeah.
Well, I last night
It's called Jewish penicillin.
No, that's matzo ball soup. And last night I listened to Matt do a 5-minute aria on how terrible matzo ball soup is. It was the least Jewish thing I've ever heard in my life.
I agree with
don't
that.
like
I don't
matzo
like
ball
matzo
soup?
ball
I don't either, but
I
I'm
don't like the
allowed to
matzo
say
ball.
that as a Catholic.
I do
in
love
recovery.
Jewish deli chicken noodle soup. I will order that shit all the time.
That's pretty good if you still have space after your Reuben.
I only order it to go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then you can heat that baby back up.
Or to be delivered to my house for an exorbitant
What's up? You
amount
don't
of
want
money.
to sit in a deli? What's up?
I don't
Scared?
even know where. Yeah, I'm kind of frightened. I have a fear of delis.
Careful.
I have a fear of delis.
Yeah, delis.
You know, and it's probably the abundance of pickles or horseradish. You know,
There you go. There you go.
damaging.
Yeah, I'm not touching this.
Yeah.
What?
Huh?
What do you think, buddy?
I think we should do comments.
Hey!
It's time for listener
These ends.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now, last
also hates that
episode, we were talking about.
Where are these from? Where are these from?
Oh, good. I love that question. Good question, Matt. So these are all comments found within our Facebook group, and it's really easy for you to join. All you have to do is log into Facebook, pass the 2-factor authorization, and then go to facebook.com authentication. Then go to facebook.com/groups/Bobo Boy Army Worldwide LLC. Answer a few questions, and we might let you in if you're not already joined. But it is my favorite place on the internet. It's a wonderful community, and it's growing by the second. So thank you to everybody, and
Every
welcome.
second it grows.
Yes, and welcome to all the new people that have just joined, and have just joined, and have just joined. All
Thanks
right.
for commenting.
Yes, thank you for your comments. All right, now let's kick it off with Casey Peters, who does all of our musical stings.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote, speaking of gang vocals, yes, remember I was talking about how I love a good gang vocal?
Yeah.
Right, Doss? Don't you love that?
Sure.
Just people, big crowd singing in unison, whether it's recorded or like at concerts when they let the crowd sing apart.
No, it's fun. It's especially when you record them in studios. We needed on my first record, we needed one, and we just packed it into the end of the day, the last day of the record. Invited all of our friends over to the studio to drink beers.
Yeah.
And got everybody in the studio, and everybody those are fun. Those are fucking great.
Yeah. There's something like chemical that happens to the human when they hear a bunch of human voices in unison like that. I don't know what it is.
If you listen to the latest Ace on the House, you can hear me, Stromer, and Adam doing gang vocals to Build Me Up Buttercup. by the
I did hear that.
Foundations.
I actually I heard it in the other room, and it was wonderful.
It was fantastic.
Yes.
It was a lot of fun.
So Casey Peters says, speaking of gang vocals where the whole crowd sings in unison, check this out. He's talking about Rush playing in Rio, but they were playing an instrumental song, and all 65,000 fans just sang the guitar melody, which I love too. Yeah, Third Eye Blind does that with Jumper, the solo for Jumper.
I have a computer. I could just play the song.
Nah, I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube. Although
So he doesn't play the solo. He just lets everybody do mouth
no, they'll
solo
play
with it.
They'll play it, but he'll also sing it before because they'll stretch that bridge out for a while. So he'll let everyone sing it, and then they come in the drum and then I just sing "Bada with a Ba" by Kid Rock, but it's actually Third Eye Blind, and it's great.
It's fantastic, and I mean, for some reason, it's making me think of the Bohemian Rhapsody movie, like when he's overseas and he doesn't know because they don't speak English, but then they're all singing the song back to him because they know all the words by
that's
heart.
cool.
It's super.
Yeah,
cool.
or the Colorado Avalanche do it now with Blink's "All the Small Things."
Do they really?
Yeah, so it's like they play the intro and then they cut the music and everybody just sings "All the Small Things."
Oh, I want to go to
Right?
that game
It's
now.
a
That
packed-
sounds
Yeah,
dope.
come on. All right,
I gotta ask you guys. Sorry, because I really am not a fan of this kind of thing that you guys are talking about. Like when you're seeing a concert and then they decide not to sing the song and then everybody has to sing it for them.
I'm just gonna call you
You
miso
hate
soup.
joy and mirth?
Well, here's the parallel. Here's the parallel to me. What if we had all gathered in the theater to watch Air Force One, and we're enjoying the shit out of this movie, and then
everyone yells, "Get off my plane!" at the same time?
all of a
I would
sudden
be
they pull
fucking
the
waving an
music
American flag.
Yeah.
Get out of here! That's a terrible example.
Yeah, you're right. He's
No
right.
way,
Like,
man.
look, I don't like it when
Or we're just
when the-
watching Jurassic Park, and then they just like pull down the volume during certain parts so that people could shout out the lines of
if
the movie.
everybody's
That's
already
awful.
doing it anyway, then yeah, I think so. And look, and I don't like it when bands like let the crowd sing the whole song the whole time. Like, of course we like
bought a ticket to
you
watch
sprinkle
them
it in.
sing.
Yeah, sprinkle it
Sing
in.
your
Yeah.
fucking song. Everyone else
Sing
can
it.
sing too.
No, but you're watching them perform, but you're also just there for the experience of being there.
Yeah,
and
the
being around
experience
these
of the
people.
singer of the band I paid a ticket to see not singing.
I don't know. I can make an argument that
I'm not there for that experience.
I'm not
That's
saying
not
they
the
sing the
experience
whole song.
I signed up for.
No, but I can make an argument that it enhances the experience if done sparingly
Yes.
because you know that you are in a group of your peers. All
Yes.
of you love this to the point that you can do it without even thinking about
I'll
it.
let them do it one time and for half a line, one line.
Yeah, that's fine.
One
with me.
time, one
That's
line.
part of the night.
What I don't like is when, and this is particularly prevalent in rappers in my experience, is when they have the track going behind them, so they'll just do as much as their vocals can handle, and then they'll just stop, and they
They
either have a
gotta
hype
breathe.
man who picks it up, or they just let the song play, and then 2 lines later they have their breath back and they like start doing it again. It's like,
Yeah.
do the whole thing or don't do the thing. Like, come on.
I love when rappers have that extra guy who has his
The hype
back.
guy.
Yeah.
It's a hype guy because he gets a crowd, but he also has a guy that doesn't really hype the crowd, but he hits every last word of the rhyme.
Right. I love
Right?
that guy.
Right.
I want that guy in
Yeah.
my life.
Just-
and
he
if he
just-
was here, he
he
would have
just
just
hits-
said life.
He hits. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I want it in my life. I don't want to cut my food with a knife. Yeah. So it's just, it's
Yeah.
like, yeah. So
No,
we
I
all
want
get it.
that guy.
Yeah. That I like that guy.
Yeah, proof.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
Yeah. So I want.
I have to interrupt really quick because I have a very water cooler centric thing to tell you. A story from the cruise
Okay.
that I just remembered right now, and this will especially make Matt very happy. So I had to introduce a bunch of bands, and I tried to tell one joke before I introduced the band. And at one point, I said, because there was some, so I said, there are a lot of people from Nashville on this boat, but if you run into anybody from Tennessee and they're looking at jewelry and they say, this is expansive, they're not talking about square footage.
Nice.
How'd that land?
Fucking killed them.
Boom.
There you go.
There you go.
Matt, you're missing your
comedy.
calling.
Well done, dude. Yeah, I took it.
I love it.
Unintentional
works.
comedy is where I live, man.
Now,
Where I live,
yeah,
man.
that's where he
That's
gets
where I
his
call.
mail.
And-
That's where I call home.
Yeah. Sweet little spot, nestled.
Listeners to this show and the Corolla show who were also in Dallas for Working Blue, Paula and Tony,
We really
were on the fucking
really
cruise.
zoomed in there.
Yeah.
We're on the fucking cruise.
Oh wow.
What's up, Paul and Tony?
Yeah, I had seen them. Paula showed me a picture of me and her in Dallas the Saturday before.
Yeah.
Proof.
Did you
kinda
remember her, or did you have to show? You
Oh
the
yeah, I
picture as
totally
proof?
did. I was
Okay.
walking across the boat, and somebody tapped me on the shoulder. Dawson. She didn't bark at me because she knows better. But yeah, so that was fun.
Oh, good.
Anyway, what up, guys?
Yeah. Anyway, so speaking of rappers, buddies that joined him on stage, yeah. So they hit all the rhymes, and also but they don't like pick up when the rapper like needs to take a breath. Like you
Yeah.
think, okay, I'll pick it up from here and go do all the lines. They just know to hit the last word.
Word.
Please don't do that one. Actually, I do need that walleye podcast. We got to be a little tighter when we do this, though. 'Cause and when listeners turn us up. All right. Also, I
do kegels.
also I
That'll
hear.
bring them back.
Yeah. Thanks, Matt. Also, I hear when you record rap records, Dots, like rappers will rap every other line,
Yeah.
right? Because they're going so fast that
Yeah.
That's hard. That's
don't know.
interesting. Oh.
I mean, I've seen Straight Outta Compton. He had to record that, cruising down the street in my 6'4", one line at a time.
Oh, that's true.
Right?
Yes, yeah, that documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty accurate still, right?
I mean, it's
look just like Ice Cube.
sure did.
Yeah.
Wonder why.
Uncanny. All right, let's do another comment here. Jason Thomas wrote in. He says,
Sup?
Chris, Chili's and Applebee's are just glorified fast food.
With a bar.
Yeah, remember how I said I enjoy
Yeah, I
it?
forgot that with the bar.
Yeah, I enjoy Chili's and Applebee's, and I like
do
those
I.
places. They're fine. But he says, I worked at a Chili's 15 years ago.
I don't know if I want
For
to hear the rest of this
years.
comment. Do not
I
ruin
read it.
Do not
It's
ruin.
awful.
Do not ruin this for me.
Okay. Well, if anybody wants to read it, it's a...
I've never
I am
eaten at an
disturbing.
Applebee's in
My
life.
childhood is ruined.
I am still haunted. I'll tell a similar story so people can understand what I'm trying to avoid. I am still haunted by the story that Chris once told about his time in food service involving a breadstick. Chris?
Just sticking in your
Yeah.
butt.
No, not my butt. Well,
Do you stick it in somebody else's butt?
Sort of.
sort of. Well, what happened was, look, I hate to say it, but when young kids are your staff, there are people that will F with your food if you're rude to them.
Oh, for sure,
At
sure.
especially at a place
That's
like...
you know, I mean, you should
this.
not be rude to waitstaff just out of common courtesy.
Yes.
But you should really not be rude to kitchen and waitstaff so they won't fuck with your food.
Yes. So
That's the reason.
right. And so there was this girl that I worked with. She's lovely. And
I think we'll be the judge of that.
Was
in
she
about
like British
45
lovely?
seconds.
She's like lovely.
she not British lovely, but she
She was just lovely.
she's lovely.
Okay.
And this
That can go
table is
either
giving
way.
her a lot of this table is giving her a lot of crap, right? So she's had enough of them. And look, she hasn't even given them breadsticks yet.
So she stuck the breadstick in your butt.
She hasn't even given them breadsticks yet.
Okay.
So they're already being mean to her, rude, whatever. And she's like, and she's had enough. She's already had a day. And think about that, people, when you go out to eat. This person could have already had a day. So you don't want to catch them on the end of this day that
Right.
they're having. So
They might go all
she's
Fred
had enough.
Durst on you.
Yeah, she almost went Woodstock 99
Right.
on them. So she gets their breadsticks and she takes one breadstick and she puts it down the front of her pants
Okay.
and she pulls it out from the back.
How does this help her though?
I
She
don't
just
know.
took a breadstick and fucking ran it through her underwear, touching her most private parts.
Yeah.
Front to back.
saw it.
Now does she got fucking garlic and olive oil on her ass? Or what?
I think so.
Probably,
Jesus
but you know what
Christ.
else? You know what else she
She did
has?
more damage to herself than she did to them.
never forget this. It was
chick-
incredible.
Me
She's
too.
probably clean.
Chris, me too. By the way, I could have told this story myself, but it's your
Probably
story, so I
clean.
let you tell it. But it haunts my dreams. I've never
Yeah.
been to an Olive Garden the same again.
It was, for,
I know
I would-
it wasn't.
I would eat that.
I know it wasn't, but anywhere with breadsticks.
yeah,
I'm
I've
triggered.
run breadsticks.
Yeah.
I saw
What if
it.
the guy
She put
took
it
a bite of
right. She
that?
put it right back on the plate and served it to him. And it was
It's like,
devoured.
this tastes like pussy.
I feel like she.
It was
That's
just leave-
great.
yeah.
That's a great joke.
So anyway,
Anyway,
I think it's time for Shave on Delay.
That was our comments.
that was our comments.
What type of foods might we hear of today? What
gonna
might be
go
the
get a
price?
drink.
What might be
You
the
want one,
venue?
Gary?
So let's find out. It's time for Gary to say, "Hey Matt."
Please tell me breadsticks aren't on the menu.
They are not, but it is an
thank
Italian restaurant. So,
Oh, no.
but they don't serve breadsticks, as far as I know. I'm talking to you guys today about Pint House Pizza, which is a local pizza place here in Austin, Texas.
The name does not suggest Italian restaurant to me.
Pine House Pizza.
It suggests brewery that serves
No,
pizza.
I've been to
That's
Italy.
what it is. It's
I've
a
been to
brewery.
Italy. It's a wonderful Italian place. It sounds very authentic.
You've been to Italy?
Yeah.
I've been to Italy, and I think
Shit, tell us about
there were a
that.
few Pine House pizzas at every corner there. Just real nice, intimate
Actually,
osterias.
it's called buying the house.
Yes.
Pint House. So, as mentioned, the power was out all over Austin, but not a Pint House.
That's the night that the
Yeah.
pie went out at the Pine House.
This place was jumping, and the people there that worked there told me that it was even busier than it would be on their busiest Saturday night, and this was like on a Wednesday or something.
Why?
Or Thursday. It was Thursday. Again, the power was out
So
everywhere else.
So it's
People
like,
just want to like get out, be in the light.
why did
some
they
hot
have
food.
power? How did they have power?
I don't know. It was sort of sectional. I mean, we were staying with a friend who had
Sexual.
power.
I was hearing sexual. I was hoping he was
Sexual. It
going
was
to
totally
say sexual.
sexual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm bummed
maybe it was
that
that too.
that it
Maybe that's
wasn't.
why they That's how they decided.
There's like a boss hog type character in Austin.
Yeah, was there a boss hog?
Was there a boss hog guy?
Oh, it's the whole state.
Whole state is boss hog.
Yeah, I'm surrounded by them.
Wow.
So
let
me just say, there's no drops.
Yeah, thank
God. Goodness. Yeah, I'm very happy about this too.
When I placed an order for 2 pizzas, they told me it was going to be 45 minutes to an hour. And we're not talking like deep dish Chicago style pizza. This is just like regular, normal pizza. So that's an extremely long time to wait for pizza. But thankfully, they do have a brewery. Like they have a full beer and wine bar.
And you just said you're in an extreme time. He had to be evacuated from his home.
Yes.
This place welcomes them with open arms, but says, look, hey, dude, it's going to be like 45 minutes to an hour for us to give you this food that we requested because we are open for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that's like...
Well, this was a sanctuary, right?
I wasn't complaining. It was fun. I was more than happy to wait that long because of the promise of like incredible pizza on the other end of it.
This is a sanctuary site for all the people in Austin. They found the place. It was a
scene, man.
People, positivity. What more do you want?
It was great. Everybody in Texas is extremely friendly, so everybody's talking to everybody.
Did you say howdy to anybody yet?
Yeah, I've said howdy.
Howdy.
No, actually, I've never said howdy. No, I haven't. I'm too afraid to do that.
Yeah.
But I've definitely said hi to strangers, and everybody is very friendly. So
try howdy, stranger.
Howdy, stranger.
I think it's better with a neighbor. Howdy, neighbor.
Howdy, neighbor. It's good, man.
Yeah, you got it.
Hey, Dawson,
you got it. Yeah.
Dawson, I have a question. If you're walking through your neighborhood and you see another, you're just walking down the street and somebody's walking the other way, and they look at you, what do you do?
Howdy.
Howdy?
Yeah.
What if you're too far away? What if you need nonverbal communication? Yeah. I like the salute.
You salute?
I'll do a 2-finger salute.
Oh my God, I would never salute anybody.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes though, I've found that by the time, like if you're looking at them and you go like this and they look away, they don't catch the end of the salute, so they don't really know. They thought there must have been something wrong with the guy's head.
Yeah.
So I just go straight to the wave.
Yeah, Gary does have a weird head too. So he probably gets it a lot.
They're like, he did have a weird head.
Yeah. You see that guy's head?
What's wrong with it?
See that guy's head?
He's
old giant noggin Smith walking through the neighborhood
you see
again.
that? I bet no hat fits that thing.
Basically fucking blots out the sun.
You're drawing attention to your big head.
Today?
Yeah. Do we have big head?
Just Gary out walking the dog.
Remember in video games you got big head mode?
Hell yeah, that was awesome. NBA Jam, baby.
There are like multiple games where you enter a code and then all it does is just make the characters have big heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Gary looks like. So Gary walks around with that code on all the time. I have a big head too. I shouldn't be talking. And I have a smaller body, so it's actually offsets like way more. I'm a walking bobblehead. All right.
Well, let me try to bring this back because speaking of weird, this place is known for making a really weird beer. It's an IPA.
An IPA, yeah.
So weird. But it's called the Electric Jellyfish. And it's probably one of the most popular IPAs to order in Austin. It's on virtually every single menu that you go to. It's widely distributed throughout this fine city.
Now, if it was the French Electric Jellyfish, then that would be a sex move, right?
Then it would definitely be.
Yeah,
I would say
probably.
it's a solid hazy IPA. It's kind of I get confused between the West Coast versus the East Coast IPAs.
They have rap battles there.
Yeah, I think we need like a defining rap battle of IPA beers, but maybe that'll be a different Shay segment one day. We'll try to figure that out. But I will say for the pizza itself, pretty solid, mid-tier, standard pizza place. You're not going to get like the wood fire, chewy Italian crust. It's not like a big floppy New York style place or Detroit deep dish. But
what is Detroit? Chicago's deep dish. What is Detroit though? Is that they do the sauce on top?
Detroit's casserole. It's pizza casserole.
It's a square.
Sometimes it can also be a little bit like the Pizza Hut personal pan pizza. It's not quite the deep dish pizza, but it's got kind of a foamier crust. It's hard to explain, but there's foamier, yeah.
Detroit pizza needs better PR because I've heard of it, but you never.
There's a good place.
There's
a place out here in Austin.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, when you said not a pizza, I thought it meant like it's not a pizza. It's a non-pizza.
Pizza on naan bread
Bridgeford
sounds
frozen
good.
bread dough, thawed out, fucking roll it out into a fucking square, put some onion flakes in there, put sauce on it, cheese, oven, pizza. It's just bread. It's not like pizza dough. It's more like pizza bread.
Right.
That was not a pizza. That's, and no one made it like Nana. Yeah.
I'd
good
eat that.
stuff.
Look, it's hard to mess up a pizza.
And then
for
I
me.
saw
I'm
what
very
I
bad
saw
at pizza.
Detroit style for the first time because it's a relatively new thing. 20 years ago, there was no Detroit style outside of Detroit.
Right.
That was not a pizza. That's a Sicilian pie.
They kind of make it in a pan though, and again, I know it's like rude to compare it to like a Pizza Hut personal pan pizza texture, but
I
that
don't think any
in my
pizza place
experience
likes that.
is
I don't
kind
think
of
it's
what that
rude.
Detroit style is though. I mean, there's a really solid
I'm
delivery
a little
chain.
bit offended, but
There's a place called
bit.
Jets, and they do Detroit style pizza. It's delivery, and it's fucking really good. We've gotten it multiple times, but
Is there a
that would
competing
probably be-
place called Sharks that does Chicago style pizza?
now that's a business. Mr. Cuban.
It's a musical theater joke for those of you who didn't follow, but go ahead.
Oh, okay.
When you're
People
Jet-
are only going to
Both
get it on the
hockey
west
team
side.
names.
Yeah, good. Thank you, Matt. See,
Ah.
this is a gentleman who has learned at the heels of the theater.
Oh yeah, that Tupac. thing?
So, but let me just wrap this up with the actual pizza talk itself. I am basically a pepperoni guy. That's what I want when I go to a place. It's how I will test whether or not a pizza place is good.
Exactly.
But this was a night to celebrate. The power was out. Magic was in the air. I wanted to go crazy.
Magic's in the air.
We got the works.
We
We got the one
works.
with the pepperoni, sausage,
Pepperoni, sausage.
bacon, onion,
Too much.
peppers, mushroom, garlic. It was too much. The pizza could not hold this amount of toppings,
Yeah.
and yet
It's a novelty.
every bite was delicious. It was incredible. It was so much incredible flavor.
See, when you
yeah.
get to that level of topping, though, don't you get into a situation where you take one bite and everything but the crust comes off, just the cheese and all the toppings just slide off in
Yeah,
that first bite?
Maybe that is a testament to Pine House Pizza because I did not have that experience. As messy of a pizza as it was, the cheese did stay with the sauce on the bread. The toppings were just kind of going everywhere, and it was kind of like eating like messy tacos or something. You just kind of keep.
Did you put another
scooping it
piece of
up
pizza
and-
underneath
Yeah,
it?
you heard me, Gary. You heard me. Scooping it up,
Yeah.
moving it
I
around, make
thought
it work.
walking tacos sounded gross, but eating messy tacos is ugh.
Yeah. Oh, it reminds me of Breadstick Girl. All right, so now, Matt,
What's up?
you're
dude?
right. The works is too much, though.
It's too much,
as I said,
but it
it's like
was
a
great.
novelty. It's like it's the LA fare of food. It's just I'm just eating it just to say I had it.
Yeah,
it's like a
why
fried
did I
stick-
come here when the Orange County Fair is nearby and vastly superior?
Yeah, it's just I just don't understand. Like it's just novelty food, like a fried stick of butter. Oh, we're gonna throw everything onto this pizza and just you'll eat it and you'll like it. And it's just gonna taste salty. It'll still taste good because I mean it's pizza. Pizza's the best food in the world, and then that's fine. But I think you went a little too much. Now Gary was onto something real nice. That
Chris doesn't approve of your pizza ordering.
or soup ordering
Fine.
or cake
He
ordering.
wasn't there. He didn't experience the trauma of the evening that I did being
Dice
evacuated.
experiments.
But Gary, he's onto something because I'm a fan of fusion pizza. There's a place by me that does Thai pizzas, Thai curry
I'd try the
pizzas,
shit out of that.
like Tom Yum pizza. Matt, can you imagine? So
I'm imagining.
yeah, so Gary's like, "Whoa, pizza would be good on naan." Now naan, Dawson, is the Indian bread, so I imagine there'd be some curry flavors to it, maybe a tikka pizza or a
Tikka pizza.
Tikka pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza
Oh.
tikka.
Amazing.
wouldn't that be
It's a
good?
tiki bar. Pizza
Yes,
tikka.
absolutely.
How would that not be good?
I feel like California Pizza Kitchen, it's gone way, way downhill.
Ate there last night.
But back in the day, well, what do you think? Is it as good now as it was
No,
20 years ago?
it's
There's
not.
no way.
It's
no
not.
way.
No,
But, they, I believe, were the ones who kind of got the idea of the barbecue chicken pizza off the ground, which a lot of people scoff at, but just in the same realm of what you're talking about, just kind of using the pizza as a form for other types of meals like Indian food, Mexican food, barbecue food. I think that's really cool.
But how far are we going with it? Because there's a place near where I live that does a pastrami pizza that has pastrami, mustard, and pickles on the pizza.
I mean, I would try it.
I would try
I've tried it.
Yeah.
I'm all set.
Didn't work.
I'm all set. It was fine. It was not.
And it's all
It was
fine.
exactly what I knew it was.
Yeah,
gonna be.
the cheeseburger pizzas. They have all these different kinds, but I'm with Matt though. Just a solid pepperoni pizza is maybe would be second.
I think
to
I
naan.
could possibly get down with like a cheeseburger pizza.
Yeah, that'd be,
Yeah,
like they
those
put like
are-
Thousand
I've seen
But
Island.
those.
I've never had.
They put like Thousand Island as a sauce in those
Be down with
instead of
that.
marinara.
But I mean, ketchup and mustard,
Marinara.
Yeah.
American cheese.
American
Ground beef.
cheese. Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
They do that somewhere. That's a
Here's
big.
what I'm saying.
Non. Did not
Mess-
get what it deserved.
I didn't hear it. I guess I didn't hear it.
Chris said it was second to non. We were talking about non bread. That was
There we go.
fantastic.
That's good.
That's
great.
good.
Wow.
That's the
fantastic.
second best joke you've made today.
Good job. That's great.
Thank you. All right. Anyway, Matt. So did this place
Anyway.
get a Michelin star? Can we
No,
award
but
them?
as discussed, this is going to be few and far between. It's you got to earn the Michelin star. And to be frank, the kind of places that I just kind of would go to on a regular basis, like the aforementioned Torchy's Tacos or that burger, I can't remember, P. Terry's, like establishments
You
that are
watch your
really
fucking
good.
mouth. You watch your fucking mouth
it's
on
not.
P-Terry.
That's not Michelin star. It's just not.
Well, you're an
That's
asshole.
a
I think what Matt is saying.
It's like has fine dining.
Matt,
Yeah,
let me cut out the
associated with it.
middleman.
So what you're saying is you're taking this really seriously.
I'll cut out the
Oh,
middleman
yeah.
for you here, Matt. The Michelin star is only going to be awarded if Matt is likely using a gift card.
That's definitely going to be a contributing factor
Oh yeah.
for sure. Value. It's all about the value if you have a gift card.
Sure.
But I don't know. Yeah, if you give you the first Michelin star to like a miso soup house, I'm gonna lose my mind. I will lose.
All right. Well, let me
shit.
wrap up this pizza talk here by just saying I don't mind if you mess with the toppings, but don't mess with the crust. I'm down to try the cheeseburger pizza or
You know what I don't
whatever,
mind?
the nacho pizza. But when you're talking about doing the like aforementioned Pizza Hut does like the triple crust or the cheese stuffed crust, like that's telling me that you don't have a good pizza and you're trying to fool me.
You don't have it.
Yeah.
You don't have what it takes.
Yeah.
I don't mind
that's what-
stealing bread.
Just make sure that you don't put
That's why I
the
like
crust.
Gary's idea because at least with his pizza and the crust, it has none.
That's non-crust. What do you mean? There's no crust? I see a crust. That's non-crust.
Yeah.
No, that is
Yeah.
definitely a plus crust. That's not a non-crust.
Yeah.
No, that's a non-crust.
But yeah, don't mess with the crust. You're right.
Tastes
Matt.
like bread.
Do you
It
eat?
is.
Are you
That's what I
eating the
said.
bones when you finish a pizza? Because I can't stand when people have a pile of bones on their pizza tray. I will eat them.
Nothing makes me sicker to my stomach.
Thank you.
I absolutely don't. That's my like one conceit with Vinny is like I won't eat the crust. I'm still eating
But-
my pizza. Thank you
But then
very
you get
much.
a side of sauce.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not good. I
yeah.
absolutely
Oh,
love
you-
it.
okay.
And if we're throwing caution to the wind, I'm getting a side of ranch, and all of a sudden you got a stew going, baby.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap up the food talk. That's what's on the menu.
Alrighty. Look at us.
There would be an outro here if you subscribe to Patreon.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/watercooler.
Matt was in jail on Patreon last week for a little while. It was fun.
Oh yeah, he was his
Straight to Yale.
His water cooler meetup looked like he was in a hostage video.
Yes,
Yes.
it did. It did look like he could be executed at any moment.
Yeah, but I'm glad. Look at him. He's back. He's healthy.
Made it.
Now
okay.
I'm somehow comforted
Let's not
by the
say I'm
psycho
healthy, but I'm
poster
back.
in the back. There's a poster of a literal murderer, and I feel more comfortable with Matt's surroundings than when he was in that black room.
That's true.
It was the lighting too.
It was an up in the air setup.
Yeah.
That guy uses that background to fire people.
It really was. Yeah, he works in HR. That's where he lays people off. The
Yeah.
the
Oh, yeah.
souls that room is ruined.
Yeah.
And just floating around in there. Yeah, it bums me out. All right, well, anyway, it's time to get our plugs in, you guys.
Yeah.
We've hit that point of the show. So why don't we go around and get our plugs? I'll start over there with Gary. Gary, what do you suggest everybody check out?
The aforementioned Watercooler Patreon is a great. If you got to this point in this show, then you deserve a second dose of the WWWC. So Patreon.com/watercooler, and then for reasonable doubt, if anyone's been following this crazy case out of South Carolina where Alex Murdaugh is accused of murdering his wife and son, if we finally got to trial, we've been covering this for like 2 years, and now that we're in trial, basically all beyond a reasonable doubts are going to be focused on Murdaugh. So go subscribe to us, youtube.com/reasonabledoubtpodcast, and enjoy.
All right. And check out his Ace on the House, too, where he's doing gang vocals with Stromy and Adam. Matt, what about you?
Well, I do my true crime writing. It's been a while since I've mentioned it, but I do still write episodes for a show called Sword and Scale. They also have Sword.
Oh, boy.
Sorry.
Cutting off my
Gary,
plug.
This is what you give Gary the power.
Dare
You give Gary the power. This is what happened.
I blame Nilsson. It was Mike Nilsson's
I never
idea.
cut anybody off.
Go ahead.
Well, let me just say that there's a new episode that I think is airing on the Plus feed, which you can try for free. You don't have to spend money on it. That it's a Sword and Scale episode that features my wife. I'll just tease that right there. And
is she a player in the story, or is she just like a voice?
Because she killed a
that's
guy.
a tease, baby.
Yeah,
that's a tease.
You know,
Killed the
that
guy.
thing about I haven't seen Julie in a
cold case.
while.
I haven't seen Matt in a while either.
Yeah. That.
It's not
and
Matt,
you
it's
know,
a deep fake.
We had those deepfake guys
It's a
on today.
fucking
They can do
AI
some crazy
deepfake.
shit.
He's not back in
Also-
his house. His house is gone. This is all a deep fake, you guys.
Oh my God.
no.
Is this AI Matt?
no, it's the real deal.
Yeah, that sounds
That's
right.
exactly
That
what
does
AI
sound like
would
him.
say.
Actually, I believe
That's
it.
exactly
hope
what an
so.
AI would say.
Yeah. Oh my God, am I real?
So Sword and Scale
dude.
with
How am I not myself?
featuring Julie.
Featuring my wife, Julie. And I got a couple more episodes that are going to be coming out in the next couple months. I've been furiously writing. So
Yeah.
Dawson told me a while ago, he said, "You're really good at this true crime stuff. You should lean into it." And I took that advice very soundly, and I've been doing so. So I'll keep bringing them up when they come out.
I
There
love
you go.
it.
That's my plug.
Awesome.
Great. No, I love it, man. Doss, up at you.
Just thanks. Thanks to you guys for covering for me for a week.
Thanks for the Egg McMuffin.
Yeah, Dawson rolled in with like 30 Egg McPuffins.
Way too many. I came in Monday, dude. I came in Monday.
wish you
There's
had
like
sent one to me.
7 still in the bag. I'm like, yeah, I guess I overdid it, but
You did.
It's all good.
It was wonderful.
It was a thought that counts. Thank you.
yeah, dude.
Thank you.
And thanks for listening, and thanks for the support, and be good to each other.
And as for, and I agree with Dawson, of course. And then as for me, check out Dave Damashek's social because he's been asking people at the Super Bowl if this is a must-win game, and it's been going viral, which is funny because nobody got the joke. So
I actually first saw
That's the
that
only
clip.
shame about it.
I first saw that clip while I was doing a Zoom with Matt last night. It
It's
was
wonderful.
So delightful.
It is.
So, yeah.
I just wish it was going viral because of the comedy factor and not because of like this idiot reporter asked that.
Yeah.
But that's
You know,
so
like-
much
but
funnier.
that's the only
But
way it
I
could
guess
go
it is
viral.
funnier, but you have
He's
to be in on the
going
joke.
down in history now. This is what he wanted. He
Yeah.
he asked that question for a purpose, just to be,
That clip will be
for this
played
to
in his
happen.
wake.
What's happening right now was his reason for living.
Yeah, he did it.
I've never been
He
prouder of
always
it.
It
thought
really is
this was the
wonderful.
funniest thing in the world, and now he has finally reached his
He
pinnacle.
did it.
This,
He did
my
it.
friends, is PDD.
I agree.
Wow.
I agree. I previously
wow,
thought
nice.
it was when he would ask NFL athletes if they ever lift weights. Which is fantastic, and you can
pretty
find
good.
a few different versions of it, but this is really peak Dave Damashek.
Yeah, it's his masterpiece.
This is his opus.
Yeah, I'm proud. I'm
Yeah,
very proud.
so please go watch those videos online because we want to support them, and it's just lovely. All right, that'll do it for Watercooler. We'll be back for another episode on our Patreon page. So for that extra dose of the WWC, we'll see you there. We love you. Goodbye. Woo!